You know, and it's amazing in America and so on, when you see the footage of, you know, the snipers, the people who go nuts and start shooting people, they go, he's got a gun and he's shooting people, it's amazing, it's incredible, it's awful, it's terrible, how did this happen? Well, you all have guns. And they do have a limited range of household applications. Unlike, say, Californian wine, which you can use to clean submarines. But, so I'm not to violence, I'm not good at violence. You know, I think politically, if anything, I'm probably liberal, because I'm frightened of everybody. You know, I was in a bar in London a couple of years ago. It was the summer, it was incredibly hot, like tonight. And I was sitting outside, and this woman came out. It was an attractive woman. She came out and she was attractive in the way that other women would have said of her, well, she's attractive in an obvious way. Interestingly, a lot of the women who say that about other women tend to have hidden their own attraction so well that you do feel like throwing them a bread roll. But anyway, this young, vital person came out, and I found myself looking at her. I was looking, thinking, you're lovely, you're a really lovely looking human being. You're lovely. Then I thought, don't stare, that's rude. But I couldn't help it, I looked back. And as I did, her boyfriend walked out, who happened to be very, very tall, black, and extraordinarily handsome. An amazing looking man. Wonderful, rangy stride and chiseled features, sort of sea green eyes and a 1,000-yard stare. An extraordinary person, you know. I couldn't take my eyes off him. I'd completely forgotten about her. And then I became aware again. I thought, Christ, don't stare, it's rude. He'll think you're staring because they're a mixed race couple or something. No, don't. I looked away. I looked at the other side of the street. And as I did, this is all true, a skinhead was walking towards me. Now, a proper one as well. One of the old school skinheads, you know, who you don't see anymore, like hunchbacks. Where did all those people go? I think there's an island somewhere, but he's one of the real ones, you know, the people who make all their major decisions with their neck. Tattoos on his teeth. And I thought, fuck, he's going to hit me just for being alive. I can't look there, I can't look anywhere. And I thought, oh no, he'll walk by and he'll say something dreadful to these people. And I hate these situations, it's going to be awful. Oh no. He did catch up. They all started chatting to their friends, they knew each other, and I overheard one of them say, I hope that drunk doesn't go mental. So, there's a lot of fear around. And I had my own thing with some skinheads years ago. You know, I was, again, in London, and these three guys, they go around in groups, you know, because they have a lot of highly classified information to convey to one another. And one of them bumped into me, very deliberately, shouldered me. And now I'm a rational person. Usually, you know, in that situation, I would think, like you, I'll go home, have a cup of tea, and think about what I would have done to this person had they been tied up. But I was too tired and pissed off. I just stood there and looked at them. And they came back. And we had a chat. The main thing they wanted to know was how I proposed to continue breathing for the next couple of minutes. And then I did a very male sort of reckoning. You know, I did the calculation. I thought, right, there's 3 of you, and there's 1 of me. I'm rubbish at maths, by the way. But in record time, I worked out that it would take at least 3 of me to defend myself against a third of one of them. Even if he only attacked me with his arse. I'm not a fighter, you know, I'm a bleeder. The best I could hope for would be to drown somebody else in my own blood. If I don't drown myself before, you know, I'm not very good at dealing with those kind of, you know, things you get good at fighting, and I can't even swim. I can't drive. I was going to learn to drive recently, but then I thought, well, what if I crash into a lake? But there's a lot of things I don't do.